Hey lovelies, so today I want to talk about something very important, and that's related to self-worth in general, right? And self-love and self-worth. So my message is very clear. um I think that a lot of torments that we implement on ourselves is due to the fact that we think that we need to do something. Telling more internal followers to join your video? No, I'm not. Most of our torments come to from the fact that we think that we need to do something in order to deserve love, to do things, to be someone, to overdo, to overcompensate, to overprovide in order to be loved, in order to be worthy of love. And so I think that there's a lot of BS going around in how we tend to frame ourselves into this thinking pattern. And you see that very much in today's society. If you are overworking yourself to death, to sickness, people will gratify this. They will praise you for this, right? Work hard, be a hard working person. And the perfect example that I can take from it, I don't remember her name. I wish I did, to be really direct to the point. A couple of years ago, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, there was like a famous judge here in the United States that died. She kept on working herself to death. And when she died, there was a post going around on the internet praising the fact that she worked until her last breath, like until she couldn't work anymore, like literally until her deathbed. And when I read that, I felt so sad and so sorry for her, because people were praising her, saying that she was a good woman and that she dedicated her entire life to her work and things like that. It has good sides in the way that she was serving others, right? She was putting everybody else needs and the society's needs before hers. But how sad is that? How that to me is the perfect image depicting codependency in general. We overgive. I say we. I should not say we anymore. Codependents overgive to the point where they have absolutely nothing left, and they still give until they actually are at the finish line. And this is so incredibly sad that we live in a society that just pushes us to overgive to that level, and just makes us think and believe that this is a good thing. That when you give to that extent, this is where you are worthy of respect, of love. This is where you are worthy of being a human being, and treated with respect. And that is sad. I don't have the words for it. It's just BS beyond my ability to express that. And as a codependent, you may have definitely been feeling that you have to overgive in order to receive just a little bit of attention back, and that is a lie. That is a lie. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, because basically when you are, I want to invite you to really step back and have a bigger overview of life in general, not just about what's going on in your life or what you see around, but you just like step back, right? Open your mind and bear with me for this. So when you are taking the time to really open your mind, you really understand a few things, a few ideas here that I want to like, develop for you right there, right? First of all, one more example I want to take, you have people who are overgiving, overworking themselves, and everyone is praising them. And then you have the rejects of society, and these will be like the homeless people or people who are just at home doing nothing. So I'm really taking the big extremes here, right? And when someone, especially these days, right? Lately, in the last few years, I've been dabbling around women who want to just be at home and just take care of themselves, right? See how I said take care of themselves instead of do nothing? Because when you say do nothing, it has a judgment. It's fueled with judgment. And I could say do nothing. For me, I'd still don't judge. But if you are a woman a young woman in this society, and you are just saying that I don't want to work, then you are labeled the worst things. You're labeled the worst labels. Like you're disrespected and dragged down in so many ways, shape, and form. It's insane. And I'm here to tell you that this is a lie, right? You do not have to do, you do not have to be anything in particular to deserve love and feeling worthy, period. And then feeling worthy of love, feeling worthy of respect. There is nothing that you ever have to do in order to deserve or to be worthy of love, attention, and respect. Nothing at all. I'm gonna give you one very simple example, and this is where I'm like telling you step back and think broadly, right? Here's a reality. When you are born as a baby. What did you do at that time to deserve love and respect, right? What did you do to be worthy of love and respect? Nothing. You were just born. You were just born at that time. Okay? You were just born at that time and you just were there. You arrived into this world like this. And yet, did you have to do anything to deserve to be taken care of? Not at all. People were just taking care of you because you were born an innocent, small being, already cute and all, deserving of love. It was just natural. It just happened because this is the idea. When we are born naturally worthy of love and respect. This is our God-given gifts. God give us life when we are babies with so much already. Like we are born with that privilege of just being worthy of love. Because we are born, God already loves us. People around us start loving us, right? We are born with willpower as well. And that's another video, but that's one gift that we are born with. We are also born with God's abundance and providence. We are born with his sustenance. So let that sink in. You are born with all of this already. Now we live in a society that makes you think and feel, and also it definitely is coming from the programming of this world when you were growing up, making you feel and believe and think and truly like buy into the idea that you have to do so much to receive just a little. Work hard, and receive a little. Work hard, receive a little. Overwork yourself. Become a slave of your feelings, because at the end of the day, we all need to feel love. We all need to feel worthy. And work hard, get it out of yourself, like focus on everything around you, and everything around you. If you are a good girl, if you are a good person, you will get whatever, if you deserve it, right? And that comes into something that I have journaled about like a couple of years ago, and when I faced this reality, it just like shifted a whole lot of things in my mind. The concept of deserving. And I see this now in a very negative way, in a way that the concept of deserving is a lie. Because when you are feeling deserving, like when you feel like you deserve something, it comes from a place of ego and an entitlement. Entitlement mixed with ego. And never in hell we want to be in our ego, right? I know that I'm talking to women here who believe in God, right? So the number one thing that you always want to steer away from is your ego, always and forever. Because when we go back in time, why did the devil become the devil? Why was he casted away from the heavens? Because he was in his ego. He didn't want to give the respect that God asked him to give to Adam. He was in his ego. And that's the thing about it right now. Ego is everywhere. Ego is driving this world as a force, because the enemy wants you to be in your ego, because he knows that there is nothing more than God hates. Let that sink in. There's nothing more than God hates than ego. And so, with that said, the concept of deserving is when you are in your ego. I deserve this. I've done that. I worked my ass off. I deserve this. No, this is a lie. This is a lie straight from the devil. Literally. I'm quoting Amanda Frances, but she has that just nailed on. I love this expression. This is a lie straight from the devil. You don't deserve anything. Deserving is something that you actually should be striving to steer away from. This word is something that I don't use anymore. I don't use deserving anymore, and I don't use I'm proud, because pride comes from ego. And so circling back to the idea of this video, truly, is when you feel like you deserve something, is when you actually have to bring yourself back and think, I'm already worthy of it. I was born worthy of it. So if you are born worthy of love and respect, why don't you get it, right? As a codependent, why don't you get love and respect that you are already worthy of? You were born with it. This is your God-given gift. It's your birthright. Love is your birthright. Feeling worthy is your birthright, because you were born worthy. So why don't you get it? Right? Why don't you get it? Why do people treat you like the way that they treat you, right? But that's because, first of all, if you don't believe and act and oozes of energy of worthiness, you'll never get it. This is where everything starts from. So this is where you have to shift your mind and understand the things that I just said in this video, and to embody them. Right? It's about embodying the feeling of worthiness. And as I said, you were born worthy. So it starts with you first. It starts how you feel and how you think, how your subconscious think, right? How your conscious thinks, because your subconscious affects your conscious mind, and your conscious mind affects your behavior and the decisions you make. And the biggest driver of your action is your subconscious mind. And so this is why you have to shift your idea and understand that you were born worthy of love and respect and attention, all the things that you need. And the first person to give that to you was God. The first person who gave you worthiness and love and attention and respect is God. The second person that you need all of this from is yourself. The second person you need this from is yourself. I need to say it again. The second person you need this from, the feeling of self-worthiness, the feeling of self-love, and the action, not just the feeling, not just the embodiment, but the action, right? The action of doing all of this comes from you first. And when you reach that point where you actually feel confident in your worthiness, in the fact that you are worthy of love, and the fact that you are loving yourself, it's an act, right? Loving it's an idea, it's an embodiment, it's an energy, but it's an act, right? You have to act upon all of this stuff, right? And when you are there at that place, that safe place of being confident, right? With all of this together, everything here is aligned with your God-given. So you're aligned with God. Your heart is aligned with God, right? And you're aligned with yourself. When you reach that level, it's much easier to put in place boundaries that people will have to respect. They will have to respect. And then how you react when they don't entirely depends on you. You stay and you reaffirm your boundaries. You stay and you apply punishments, consequences. I prefer saying consequences because every action has consequences. I'm feeling like I am coming with an allergy here. So every action has consequences, and you don't have to stay either. You can just walk away to something better for you, because you know that you're worthy of loving yourself and protecting your energy, protecting yourself, and walking away to something better for you. Not about deserving. It really is about feeling and being and acting in the energy of worthiness. The energy of worthiness. Thinking, feeling, embodying, acting on the energy of worthiness. And so this is a mindset shift, a subconscious shift. It's a lifestyle shift. And if you want to learn how to do this, you have to join my AffirmAction journaling experience. The doors are now open on early birds, and I highly recommend you to join now before the prices goes up. So it's only $97 right now for one payment to join in. And let me tell you why you should join this, because I literally show you all the step by step to do all of this in my course. It's a journaling experience. I don't really like to say that it's a course. It's an experience. It's all the things that I have taught you in this video. It's all the things that I have explained. If you feel like you are really ready to shift things in your mind, if you are called to break the patterns of having to overdo things in order to receive just a small fraction back or nothing at all, or if you're just tired of being treated like shit, let's just say what it is, if you want to learn truly how to love yourself and embodying it, and I'm not talking about faking it until you make it, I am talking about truly making it and embodying it, so it is a real thing within you and outside of you. And if you are ready to finally be in your confidence, so that people around you understand how to treat you the way that you need to be treated and want to be treated, if you are ready to start learning how to love all the aspects of yourself, all of the aspects of yourself, and feeling joyful again, or joyful period, because some of you never experienced that in their lives. I'm here to tell you that it is possible, because I did it for myself, and I guarantee you that if I did it, so can you. And so, because I was going through this myself, I studied a whole lot of things related to psychology. I'm an NLP practitioner, and these are the things that I will walk you through in the affirmations. So it's in this journaling experience, it's a course, and I walk you through how to journal on, what to journal on, and then create the action that are related to this journaling. And so it's an experience, because you go through things, you live literally your life. This is a very freeing and uplifting experience that I have done that for myself, and I can't wait for you to experience, because it's so exciting when you actually feel life within you again, or feel life within you the way that you have never felt before. I'm pretty sure you have at some point in your life felt free, felt absolutely amazing. But how about feeling like that every single day, and of the whole freaking year until your last breath? How about feeling absolutely amazing in that regard every single day, no matter what happens? Okay, so I want to raise one very tiny point in here, is that I know, and I don't know what type of person you are, but let me tell you something. The world is divided in two type of people. There are people who are driven by negativity. They are driven by what makes them move is being under pressure, tough love, very harsh tough love sometimes, a harsh preaching and stuff like that. And then you have, which is to me the negative people, that's how I call them, they're driven by negativity, is the majority of this world's population. And then you have the minority of this world's population who is mainly driven by positivity. People like me, for example. People that you will only pull towards, you only pull to do something if they feel called, if they feel invited, and if it feels good for them, if it's uplifting, if it's heavenwards. This is how I like to call it, positivity, right? So that's why there's a lot of people saying around, yeah, I'm tired of this fake positivity shit movement. It's whatever, it doesn't work and things like that. No, here's the thing, is that you are either a positive person or you're a negative person, right? So go towards whatever works for you, right? If you are into this for, like, if you are like the negative type, we're gonna have a very hard time together. Let me tell you something, we're gonna have a very hard time together. Sometimes I do kind of revert to tough love, but I do this with people who are negative because I know that this is how they work. However, I definitely prefer myself being pulled from my heart forward, like by positivity. I live for this. I live for positivity, the love of God and the goodness of life. So that is totally me. So if you are a person who's motivated by positivity things in general, you like motivational speakers and stuff like that, you are thinking, when you are let me say really simple. When you are thinking of God, what motivates you the most? The reward and the love of worshiping him, or the punishment if you don't? Right? If you're in the first, then you're a positive person. If you are motivated by the punishment, then you're a negative person. So that there for me is a clear way of making you understand which side you're on. And so if you're in the positive, you're more than welcome to join in the AffirmAction journaling experience. And the link is in the bio. I will make sure that it's going to be linked somewhere here. If you don't see it by any chance, it's very simple. You go to my website, which is exactly the same as my name, which is thegodfidentwoman.com. There is no dot, so thegodfidentwoman all attached.com. And you go there and you will see the AffirmAction experience link at the top of my website. You go there and you sign up like right now. I have already a curriculum pre-course set over there. So you're gonna have the time to go through this already, and the rest of the course is gonna be delivered live. So just like this video, I'm gonna be sitting and I'm gonna be walking you through the steps to go through this journaling experience, and then you're gonna get to ask me your questions and things like that, which is really, really exciting, and I cannot wait for this. I'm really super pumped and looking forward to this. One more thing, if you don't mind me talking fast, because I'm a fast talker, and yet sometimes, yes, I do pause to catch my words and stuff like that, but if it's okay with you, then we're gonna vibe super well in the AffirmAction experience, journaling experience. And so thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the other side. I hope you feel called to work with me and to work together. One thing that I wanted to say is that I've been through a lot of courses online and programs and stuff like that. One thing that I want to really make clear and certain in here is that I'm not selling you my blueprint to success. This is not my blueprint, right? I will tell you how I did it, but as you go through the experience, you create your own blueprint, literally what you want to be doing, right? And you might be feeling or being in the position right now, in this space, in an energy where you're like, I don't really know what I want. Well, guess what? I will walk you through the steps where you will know what you want after that. You will clearly know what you want and what you don't want. And that is the clear level of self-confidence where I will bring you up to that level. I know I can. I've done that before for myself and others, and I can definitely do that for you if, as I said, you are a positive person and you don't mind me talking too fast. All right, I'll see you on the other side, and thank you so much for watching. You take care. Bye-bye.